Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On the ready.
47. Mike's 47. On deck, punt. SOS.
On first down, Tannehill. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago. It's Derrick Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. It was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, break.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Fresh off the pick six, it's Tannehill. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, Guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
The Saints spent a 3rd-round pick on Traquan Smith out of UCF in 2018, and what a thrilling season for him. He was the guy that caught the pass from Drew Brees that moved him past Peyton Manning to become the all-time leading passer in NFL history.
They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Just like that.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
First down, Titans, gain of 12. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Kill.
6-6, pull it high.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Demario Davis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Hey. 4 down.
On 2nd down, it's Lewis. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
Ready, 10 logo.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
15, Ronnie. 15-9.
Marcus, defense, Marcus. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Oh, you got D?
Hey, high 7.
56, right there. 56. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Kill, 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 kill.
Deep grip, deep grip.
3rd and long. It's Tannehill. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check hot route.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The defensive end, Cameron Wake, brings him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Bree's going to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. First catch for last year's NFL catch leader, and it's a 1st down. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks and running backs get it, but he should.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10.
Let's go.
A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 56 yards. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Kamara trying again. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Ready. Yellow waiting, yellow waiting.
54. Right, 54. Watch the run, watch the run.
They'll run for it. This is Murray. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Latavius Murray, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Cameron Jordan has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
Come on,
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tannehill now to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. From the 27, Breeze. And he rifles one incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd and short. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
Here we go. Here we go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
This is taken at the 23. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Tannehill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Right there, 54 Mike. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. It's caught, Smith. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Second and goal at the 1-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Get him! Get him! Get him!
Toss play, Kamara. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready up.
54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
47's the Mike, boy. 47. Check, check. 47. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Let's go.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Yeah, baby. Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike.
5-9.
Lost the gun.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And look at this, it's a fake. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
Slam.
A 1st down carry for Henry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
You don't want none. Check safety.
Protein spill. Big rip.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the 2nd half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
"47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Don't let him breathe. Play that.
They snap it to Tannehill. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Here I come.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And Thomas has it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a pass hauled in downfield and out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Breeze now to throw. And this is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. The 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be second and 11.
Let's break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Here's Breeze to throw. Again has it complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Breeze on third down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's a sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Again, it's Henry. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Titans on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Tannehill. And now here is another interception. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Hey, check.
They begin with Henry. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it. Lewis. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Blue draw Corkers.
Check Mike 47.
47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike 47.
They'll try and pick it up with Lewis. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Saints will have the football back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Now they get a 4th quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Brown with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
A gain of 4.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They run it again with Kamara. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
5-8.
Mike 54. I'm going to come back to you. Back to you.
Play action. Breeze. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
At their own 24-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. But this is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't it?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one didn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on. So for New Orleans, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.